Yo, 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 what's going on out there, fight world? It's your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is on three big dogs in this fight game. We have Shakur Stevenson, the undefeated two-division world champion, looking to be a three-division world champion now that he's at 135 pounds. He's one of the top shotters in the game. Then we have Frank Martin. We all know Frank the Ghost Martin. He's one of the top contenders at 135. He's undefeated, making his name known. And, he's ready to show that he's on that level and put him up there. Then we have Errol the True Spence Jr. We all know the former WBC, IBF, and Super WBA unified welterweight world champ. EJ now is at 154 pounds, looking to be a two-division world champion. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, we all know that Frank Martin and Shakur Stevenson fight has fell apart. We all know Errol Spence is the promoter of Frank Martin, you know what I mean? And we all know Errol Spence is a hell of a businessman. So with the situation that's going on with Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin, you know that it's all about money, man. It's all about money. When it comes down to it at the end of the day, man. You know what I mean? Al Heyman showed these men the right way, how to walk it, how to talk it, and how to put yourself in a damn good position when it comes to accepting certain contracts and, the money in these fight games. So when you have someone like a Shakur Stevenson, who's up under the tutelage of Jay Prince, right? His promoter is Bob Arum, and we know Shakur's trying to get a big fight, right? Everybody looking at Shakur as the boogeyman. Everybody feel like everybody ducking Shakur, things of that nature. But when Shakur come out here, he do his business. A lot of people feel like his business is shaky. You understand what I'm saying? They feel like the business is shaky because, Bob Arum is your promoter, right? And people look at Bob Arum business as always being shaky and things of that nature because we know Bob, he love in-house money. He love in-house fights. So when it comes to paying fighters outside of top rank, he don't really, look to make big fights happen, and he don't believe in paying too much. If a fight is worth something, he's not going to go out there and pay it if you don't got the endorsers or, people pouring into the fight where you see he can get an investment back. Now, with Shakur Stevenson, we all don't know the situation with every detail in the contract and things of that nature, but we seen Frank come out and said, I ain't ducked shit, right? And left it there. But we know Errol Spence, like I say, being with Al Heyman and, them knowing the game, they know how things work. Something in the contract had to be off, if you had to ask me, right? Frank want more money, and he wouldn't go step unless he got more money, right? And when you look at that situation, you can't really be mad at the man because knowing your worth is everything, right? Knowing your worth is everything. Shakur Stevenson is one of the fighters that turned down 25% against Devin Haney because he knew he would have got more when it went to purse bid. Frank Martin turned down the first offer. Maybe he would have got more if it went to the purse bid. You understand what I'm saying? So when we're looking at the situation and we're looking at why this fight didn't take place, it's the money, man. It's the money. It's not because Frank is afraid to fight Shakur Stevenson. Frank ain't afraid to fight nobody. You know what I mean? I'm going to put that out there. Frank Martin ain't afraid to fight nobody. He's not afraid of Shakur Stevenson. He's not afraid of Devin Haney. He's not afraid of Javante Tank Davis or nothing like that, right? It just come down to if you're going to go in there and it's a high-quality fight, you really don't know how much the fight is going to gross, first of all, right? And when you come from the Al Heyman side, where, we worry about the back end more than the front end, then you can't be mad at Frank Martin. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Shakur Stevenson, right, he's paying up front money, not, like I say, the buy wrong way. We want to give you this, and that's that, right? And Shakur Stevenson, he wants the big fight, so he's willing to say, all right, let's do this and let's do that. But in this instance, it didn't look like he wanted to compromise. It's rumored that Frank was getting $1 million and that Frank wanted $2 million, right? Rumors. If that's the case, we have to look at the situation and say, do this fight gross enough where Frank should get $2 million and Shakur get what he get? You know what I mean? We have to look at it and say that. If you ask me, I'm going to say yes. Right, I'm going to say yes. I believe Frank Martin is worth $2 million to fight Shakur Stevenson. I believe it. That's my opinion. You know what I mean? And Shakur is going to make what he make. And you can put this thing on pay-per-view and let it be what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm looking at the situation, I'm not gonna come out here and just bash Frank Martin because when I look at Shakur, he knew his work when he was fit to fight Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? And he said, fuck that. If I know I can get X, Y, and Z, and you just trying to give me X and Y, I'm going to turn it down. If Frank Martin's in a position where he know he can get X, Y, and Z, and they try to give him X and Y, then he's going to turn it down. I tell y'all this every time, but y'all don't listen to Monty Brown. Boxing is a business now. It's not fan friendly. I'm going to repeat this, and I want y'all to listen well. Boxing is a business. It's not fan friendly. You understand? And the sooner you understand that, the sooner you'll get out the hype. You dig? Every time you hear a big fight getting made, you jump for joy, right? You clap and stomp your feet, spin around. You know what I mean? Oh, man, we got this big fight. No. You got to wait to hear the logistics. You got to wait to hear the contracts. You got to wait to hear what's being spewed out and who's getting this and who's getting that, right? I've been in this game long enough to know now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, once you hear something is done, don't believe it. Don't believe the hype. You understand? Only when you can believe that a fight is really done, signed, sealed, and delivered is when you get the first press conference and they sitting up there and they looking at each other face to face. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. And then you really can't trust that until the bell go ding, ding, and they throwing punches because anything can happen in fucking training camp, right? But that's when you really know that, okay, we in for a big one. You dig what I'm saying? We in for a big shebang bang. But when you looking at this situation, man, and like I say, Errol Spence is the promoter of Frank Martin. We know his mind game is up to par when it comes to this talking his business, even though it's probably other people behind the scenes talking the business as well. But if it ain't looking right, it ain't sounding right, then it ain't happening, y'all. If it ain't looking right, if it ain't sounding right, it's not happening. Errol is going to do right by his fighter. That's one thing Errol Spence is going to do. He's going to do right by his fighter. You feel me? And Frank Martin is his top shotter. So he's going to make sure he treat him right. You know what I mean? Yes, I feel for Shakur. I want Shakur to get this fight. I think it would have been a hell of a fight with both dudes. Very entertaining. Big dog shit. Would have saluted both for stepping in the ring with one another. But this the nature of the beast. This is the nature of the beast. So when we looking at Top Rank doing business with Al Heyman, because that's still what it is, PBC, Top Rank, Man Down Promotion, right? It's always going to be a little a give and take, bro. Always going to be the give and take. Now, I will say this. Shakur Stevenson is the A-side. He is the A-side. You know what I mean? I know neither one has titles, but when you look at the names, Shakur's name is bigger, man. Let's just be realistic. 2-division world champion in his 3rd division. No, he don't have a title at 135, but he faced the better competition, and, he's the bigger draw, man. We got to be realistic about certain shit. Stop beating around the bush and keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, he should get the higher percentage of the money. It's not a 50-50 fight for us, the percentage. It's not. I'm going to keep it trill. I'm going to keep it real. This is not a 50-50 fight for us, the percentage, bro. So, when it comes down to the money, Shakur deserved to get the lion's share of the pie, bro. Or the bigger share. I ain't going to say lion's share, but the bigger share of the pie. Straight like that, So we'll see how this thing play out in the future, man. We'll see if this thing takes place. But it comes down to the money, man. Errol Spence being the businessman that he is. Shakur Stevenson over there with Jay Prince and Bob Erm. Knowing Bob Erm don't really like to pay like that. And Frank, it's a big opportunity, man. It's a big opportunity. And I understand you as well. High risk, and you want to be rewarded the right way. And I can't tell you to stand down because, hey, you putting your own on the line, and we all know what happened if you was to take a loss in the game today. You feel me? So I can respect what you're doing as well. And, Monty B rock with you. And I rock with Shakur. So let's just see if this can come back in full-fledged in the future and they can make it happen. But right now, it's off because of the money, not because neither one is ducking either. Frank Martin's not afraid of Shakur Stevenson. He's not. It's just the money thing, man. And that's going to be with a lot of fights in the future. So y'all get ready to see that. Shouts out to all 3 of these kings. Wish y'all nothing but the best. And I'm on to the next.